Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading, we're doing an urgent message from your spirit guides. Can't wait to get into your reading. If you prefer, by the way, to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. If you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, this is also an option, and you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Otherwise, let me zoom you in and introduce each pile to you. For pile number 1, this is your Knight of Cups. And your crystal is the beautiful Mahogany Obsidian. For pile number 2, this is your Knight of Cups, and your crystal is the beautiful Dalmatian Jasper. And for pile number 3, this is your Knight of Cups, and your crystal is the beautiful blue Agate. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to. Oh, sorry, this is my dog. You're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the readings you're meant to hear, particularly today regarding your urgent message from your spirit guides. And so maybe these different piles will be showing you one complete message of what your spirit guides want to show you urgently, or maybe they are 2 or 3 even different messages that your spirit guides want to show you in today's reading. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section of the introduction, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, welcome, my dear soul family. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment, after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, there is one that fell. That's for pile number 1. Let me bring it out. Okay, so it was Gemini. There's a huge emphasis on Gemini. It did come with a big bang. And so I would say if you have any Gemini placement in your chart, I highly recommend pile number 1 for you. Right, so let's complete the set. Right, so these are the zodiac signs for pile number 1. These will be the signs for pile number 2, and these will be the signs for pile number 3. Okay. The signs for pile number 1 are, of course, Gemini, and then we have Leo, Aries, as well as Virgo. Signs for pile number 2 are Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, as well as Capricorn. And the signs for pile number 3 are Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aquarius, as well as Libra. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3, of course. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placement in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just different suggestions to make it easier for you to find your pile. And what resonates with you is the correct way to go. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section of the introduction, Spirit will be picking your pile for you. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile for you in today's reading, welcome. This section has been created for you so that you can do just that. And as you may know, I assign a different tarot card to each pile based on the numerology of the major arcana cards. And so the magician will be presenting pile number 1, the high priestess pile number 2, and the empress pile number 3. And what I like to do is simply shuffle the cards around until one of them grabs my attention. There we go. And this happens through me pulling a card or passing on a card. And so your chosen pile in today's reading, my dear soul family, is pile number 1. Okay, so these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at an urgent message from your spirit guides. As always, these are the decks that I'm using. And if you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Mahogany Obsidian. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Gemini, Aries, Leo, as well as Virgo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We'll take a look at your oracle cards to find out what this message is. You've got Never Jam Today. Maybe someone has been giving you a lot of promises lately that they haven't been fulfilling. Just an idea. Yeah, it says promises that never come to be, exactly. Empty words, not living in the now. Right. Right. Okay. Maybe you keep believing in something that may not be true. I don't know. Let's see. So you've got Broom, new home, new attitude. You also have Love. Okay. You've got Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. There's something about safety here. I don't know if someone lying to you, giving you promises that they never fulfill. Let's see. You've got woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. It looks like it is in fact talking about someone, right? Someone who's in their feminine energy. Dark woman, yeah, someone in their feminine energy. Dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. It could be an actual dealing with a woman, right, with dark hair or complexion. That's there. Or very different from you, because here the figure is blonde, representing Alice, of course, and then here we're specifically getting details about how this person looks. And so it could be someone in their feminine energy or a woman, and they're very different from you, at least in terms of how they look. Whoa, money will be coming to you. That's another thing you should know. There's a lot of money coming in for you. And finally, you've got Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of your oracle cards. So you've got Judge. And you've got the Enneagram, Abandonment. Fundamental injury, under the category of fundamental injury. And you've got the keywords being forgotten, being left, orphan, desertion, yeah, feeling ignored, as well as being withdrawn. I feel like you're dealing with someone who keeps giving you sweet promises, but they never deliver it. And because of that, with abandonment, you feel abandoned. You feel like they abandoned you. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. Knight of... Oh, I didn't shuffle it, but well, it did show up. I forgot, so let's keep it there. Someone's offering you something. And you know, the thing about the Knight of Cups is that they're a bit of a sweet talker. They are... It could be for some of you someone... Could be, right? Someone romantic, sweet talking you. It doesn't have to be anyone sweet talking you into something. It could even be like your manager telling you, you're amazing, we love you, we're gonna put you in this position, we're gonna give you this, we're gonna give you that, and they never deliver. So someone here for sure is sweet talking you. They are in their feminine energy, and feminine energy is receptive energy. So maybe they're here's the thing. They're promising to give you sweet things, but they're always the one taking. So it's almost like sweet nothings. Sweetness, but it's really abandonment if you look at it. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing in your reading. I'm just going to have to trust the process. You've got the 5 of Wands. You've got the Ace of Cups. You've got the Death card. This one wants to be here, so I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to make space for this one. The Star card, Death card and Star card. Right. We'll keep this one here for now. And you've got the Chariot. Suddenly, it's all major arcana all of a sudden. Right. So, other than what we've noticed, what is your reading telling you? Yeah, Knight of Cups, someone is telling you sweet nothings, basically. They're promising you a lot of things, they will never deliver it, and because it seems like they want to take from you. For some of you, it could be that they want to take money from you, but it doesn't have to be. Or maybe for some of you, they want to take love from you or something. Yeah, you're dealing with someone right now, and it doesn't have to be romantic, although it looks like for a lot of you it is, who's enjoying what they're getting from you very much. They're not being fair. Your reading is asking you to be fair to yourself. Be a good judge of the situation because you can see it. Alice has huge eyes here. You can see it very well. You realize that you keep being abandoned. And while this is happening, to address your abandonment, maybe wound, because it says fundamental injury, at the end of the day, to alchemize or heal this, you must decide to deal with it as it's happening. That's how you clear this karma out and heal this abandonment wound. So yeah, very strong energy of someone promising but is only taking. Your reading is saying clear this type of energy out of your life to make space for real type of love to come into your life, and that one that is unconditional, one that feels secure, one that feels like family, and one that will be very important to you. Because this one will keep you in constant fear and tense situations. So honor yourself and see yourself for who you are. You're a bright star. So don't allow anyone to play games with you in this way. Your reading is saying you want to get out of the situation strategically. Because this person is playing confusing game with you. Here we see a lot of cheerleaders they seem to be fighting. Are they really cheerleading? They should be in the same team. And so there's something about the confusion here of this person sometimes showing you a lot of sweetness and admiration, and at other times it seems like they're competing with you. So are they really on your team, or are they just pleasing themselves and only rooting for themselves? A new page is needed here. In order for you to receive what you really deserve, don't get yourself lost in this game. It is juvenile game nights. And in order to transform what you are experiencing in your life, you must heal this abandonment wound. And that has to happen through internal transformation, honoring the self and realizing, as your spirit guides are exactly describing you to be, they're describing you to be specifically a star. You're a star, shining bright star. And you deserve much better than that. You deserve something way up there just like you. So here is how they're showing you and how to maneuver the situation and jump just like the horse out of this situation strategically, because that's a chess game. It seems like this person is not so easy to handle. Five of Wands gives me this idea that they fight a lot, maybe. Maybe you're worried that they would hurt you behind your back or do something behind your back. And there's something about you being super abundant and money, a lot of money coming in, which we'll find out how in a moment. But this is how you're guided to jump out of this situation, clear your home, clear your energy, your space from this person. The Moon. They're showing you that the way you're looking at this situation is respectfully very distorted. It's starting to look like in a specific way to you, but really it's totally different than how you are looking at it. And that's because you're using a medium that is distorting it. What is that medium? It's the water. Water is what? Emotions. So the way you're feeling about this situation is what's distorting the way this experience is reflected back at you. It's almost like you don't want to look at the real thing. You only are looking at it through your emotions. They're your only eyes at the moment. And so long as you look at it from that perspective, you might feel stuck. You might feel like you believe their promises, and you will be playing out what your subconscious mind wants to show you. And that is the wound of abandonment, of being deserted. And so maybe you are chasing something that you can't hold. You keep reaching your hand in order not to be abandoned, only to feel left out. Because there is, in fact, nothing to hold. And so to answer the question and how you are guided to strategically come out of the situation, it's showing you that the only reason it feels like you're stuck is because of your emotions. You're feeling very emotional about it. The more grounded you are in realizing what is actually happening and in understanding that this person keeps taking from you and never giving, which is your significator card, you'll be able to find your balance and judge the situation correctly. This will allow you to heal right in the middle of when the situation is happening, which is what's required to heal this abandonment once and for all. Healing, Ace of Cups, final healing. To recognize who you are amidst everything that's happening, to honor yourself, to realize that this whole situation is emotional, and to use your judgment, not looking at it through the medium of emotions, is what's actually going to allow you to take the leap out. Because what's actually pinning you down or keeping you there is the fact that your emotions are telling you things like, oh, look at what they've done. Oh, they're just going to give me this promise that they gave me. Oh, they love me. And it's preventing you from seeing the facts that they're supposed to be on the same team. They're not acting like they are on the same team. They keep promising that they'll give you only to be only taking. We'll find out what this means. And the real fact of the matter is you deserve so much more that you're not getting. That's the real question. Why aren't you getting what you deserve? And so that's really the only key to take you out of this, is not to wait for something on the outside, but to know you're the one who's in control. You're the one who's in power. Don't wait for someone on the outside to give you your power, because your power can only be given by you. So take yourself literally out of the situation, clear the energy, and this way you're giving space for real love to be manifested in your life, whether this is like friendships, romantic partnerships, people to deal with. There's something here about money coming in for you, and I want to check it out for you. That's also urgent. Does it have to do with this particular situation? I'm not sure. Let's find out. What is the message of money will be coming to you? And is that like a message on its own? Whoa, a lot of cards. Let's see. Wow, got the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess. They're talking about how you changing, the change within the High Priestess, instantly instigates energetically, or gives room, provides room for another type of energy to come in. That type of energy is like the Empress energy. Love and wealth all at the same time coming together for you. So these are in fact two things, leaving room for two types of energies to come into your life. That is love and money. Nine of Cups. It makes me feel like this energy that is meant to come in is something you've envisioned. That's the vision board. It's part of your goals or the things you want to have in your life. And so by going through this experience and using it as a tool for self-healing, rather than following where the wound is taking you, you give room for the actual high vibrational energy to come into your life. And these are all part of your goals, what you are dreaming of. Wow. And this is not just a small amount of money. With the Ten of Pentacles, you are meant to hear that there is generational wealth coming into your life. There is massive wealth that will be passed on from one generation to the next. It is wealth that will make you live like a happy family with a nest here. It looks like you'll be meeting an amazing person. Yeah. Also, you've still got these 4 cards in answering the question about the money coming in. Queen of Swords. This money that's coming in will give you the power to make your own decisions, to drop the things that you don't like. And so for this energy to come in, you must, with the Queen of Swords, become it first. And so to be able to not be swayed by emotions and have the power to make the right decisions for yourself in the next phase of your life, you're guided to embody the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a figure that does the right thing and is never swayed by her emotions. She knows what needs to get done and does it anyway, regardless of how she feels, because she knows that is the right thing to do. And so that's the key. It's like the gate to all of this abundance, unconditional love and wealth coming into your life. That's realizing rationally with the Queen of Swords, these promises I can see very well that they're not coming true. This person is very different from me or from what I deserve as a star. This person is hitting on my wound of abandonment. They're not on my team, and they keep taking rather than delivering. And the right thing to do is to leave that person, clear out this energy, regardless of how I feel about it. This is your path to healing. Once you embody that energy of doing the right thing for yourself and not being swayed by your emotions, you will actually have the power in your life to be able to apply that in everything. You will have actual power of going, hey, I don't feel like doing that, and I can make that decision. Things like, hey, I don't feel like doing that job. Life will give you that sort of energy. And so I now have the power to walk away from it and do what I actually love. I don't feel like following that. And life will give you the power to do that, which is apparent from your Queen of Swords. And that's not all. You still have 3 more cards here of what's about to happen. You've got the 8 of Cups. You will have the power, like if you do this one thing for yourself, you will have, the whole universe will conspire to take you out of all of the other things that aren't working out for you in life. And that's like the beginning, taking you out of it and then giving you the power to not get yourself involved in anything you don't want to get involved. And that's how you'll start to see things working out for you. This is a big thing. And that's why matching the vibration of the thing that you want matters. And it begins now with you. You've got the Hermit. You are guided to see 1111. This is an important message that is meant to reach you right now. What you're listening to, you're guided to block communication with this person, this computer, the lock key. Block it. Like, do whatever is necessary to help you to remain in this healing mode with the Hermit. It's almost like just like sweets, addictions. Lock yourself out of addictions to help you find your power and balance back. You don't necessarily have to fight something when you're feeling weakened by it, almost. Like, for example, if you're meant to stay away from junk food, don't keep it accessible. It makes it easier when it comes to following through with the promises you give to yourself. So a very important message here is like a time of healing, like releasing the toxicity from your body. A hermit is obviously being alone. Hermit yourself out of this situation from this person. Stay alone, meditate, sit with your feelings. Sit with your feelings until it heals. Block, make it easy for yourself to not communicate with this person. And it acts as a detoxification. And you can see here that you are much stronger than you think. Your light will show bright because you are a star, and you will absolutely heal and come out of this situation. When you do, you would have to a great extent healed your abandonment wound forever, to a great extent. That is the real clearance of this energy. You have a great opportunity to heal this. And finally, with the 10 of Wands, it is showing you, with regards to this particular message of the energy that's coming in, that initially this might feel very heavy, almost initially impossible because of its heaviness, but it's only a few steps away. That's the thing. And so if you endure these heavy steps, you would have detoxified this energy out of your system almost, and you will find it absolutely easy, if not your natural state. You know, this reminds me, for example, of exactly that, the sugar cravings. When you cut sugar cravings out of your life, initially it's like, oh, I need these sugar cravings. And then what? Then you feel like you walk past them later on, you're like, I don't even feel like it. It's almost like it's detoxified out of your system. So yeah, your reading is saying this is why this is an urgent message. It's an important time in your life to heal this wound. So sit with your emotions, honor them, whether it's missing this person or whatever your emotions are telling you here with the Moon card. Just sit with them, and your light will show. You will really heal. Initially, it might feel hard until it becomes a literal piece of cake. This will open up the energy to the actual love and fortune that's meant to enter into your life. Yeah. And to help you out with that, I want to ask, help you see through this, although your cards were really showing it, but I'll help you by pulling out the cards and asking, what is the intentions of this person? It could help you as a jump start, because dagger here is showing that this is only going to intensify what this person is doing. This is why it's very important to choose your timeline. There are two possibilities existing at the same time. If you choose to follow through, which is your choice, it's only going to get more intense. But on the other timeline is real love, real wealth, real empowerment. So what is the intentions of this person? Temperance. It looks like it's very simple, really. They are only looking out for the well-being of themselves. They don't have particularly malicious intent towards you at all. It's more about making themselves feel good. In fact, with the Temperance card, they are going through their own healing. And part of this healing seems to be all about figuring out themselves. Maybe they're not on the same team as you at all. It's because they're trying to heal their own wound. We can agree or disagree that this is the right way to do it. Of course, we all disagree. This is not the right way to do it. Maybe it's part of their healing path right now. Healing is not pretty, you know, for them to heal it in this way or to recognize it in this way. But as you can see, this person is trying to heal. And actually, as bad sometimes as what they're doing seems to be, they don't have malicious intents towards you. They're going through their own healing journey. They can't see what they're doing to you, but in part of what they can't see in doing to you, they can't see that they're hurting you either. They're just stuck in this world. They can't see with a clear glass what is super clear. You think it's so clear to them, many things that you're thinking about, only to realize that it's not clear to them at all. You might have noticed that. Things that should be absolutely crystal clear, like, didn't you say, didn't you recognize? No, they didn't recognize anything. And so, because they can't recognize what is good for them either. No recognition at all at the moment. It requires them to open their own minds, but this is something that they must choose. And they will choose it when they're ready in their healing journey. 9 of Swords. Yeah, again, not malicious. They have their own demons to deal with. They have their own stresses and anxiety. There are pills here. So it makes me think of mental health. They are not stable. And when someone is not stable, they can't help themselves, let alone help anyone around them. And so if you keep betting on them, they will keep hurting you as they're hurting themselves. And so the best thing to do is to let them be, give them the space, hold the space for them to heal themselves. And that means you don't have to be their enemy. You don't have to judge them within. You don't have to hate them. But you also have to recognize that this person will keep hurting you because they're hurting themselves. They won't be able to focus on what's right, what's wrong. They won't be able to focus on anything outside of themselves, actually loving the people outside of themselves, because they're too busy trying to figure out how to love themselves first. And the Emperor, in answering the question about them. This person has a lot of strength, by the way. They have a strong character. They have a strong personality. This is not to say that they are weak in any way, shape, or form. Yes, they have some mental pain that they have to go through, but they will one day, in this lifetime or another, I don't know, find their strength back. But here's the dangerous thing. There's a lot of power there with the emperor. And depending on their mental state, if they are mentally balanced, which they will be one day, they will use this power beautifully to serve others, to be there for others, and to even have a wonderful life for themselves, to benefit from this power. But if they are not in the right mindset, this power will not be used in the right way. And so while they're not doing anything particular to hurt you now, there's a lot of power, as your cards are showing. And one day, if they're not in the right mental state, they can make this situation that you feel is okay now, because looking at your cards, it's not like anything dangerous. One day, it could become intense. And this is what your reading wants to show you here. Yeah, like maybe you're thinking now they're not malicious, of course, but they have a lot of power. And one day, if things do get intense in their mind, they too will become intense. And yeah, this is exactly what I see as your urgent message that's coming up for you, my dear pile number 1. I wish you all the best of luck with that. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at an urgent message from your spirit guides. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. As always, if you're whoa, 3 cards. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Mahogany Obsidian. It looks like I didn't put your zodiac signs here, and so I will place them in the editing for you here. But if these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, look at that, your first green card. I'm going to shuffle and pull the ones I feel drawn to. There we go. And let's see how many tea leaves you have, my dear pile number 2. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right. Let's take a look at your oracle cards first and find out what your urgent message is. Okay. So you have the card, Never Jam Today. Oh my God, that's the exact card that popped up in pile number 1. So yeah, if you're drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it. It says promises that never come to be, empty words, not living in the now. Okay. It's very interesting that this particular card keeps popping up in today's reading. Right. You've got the card Wizard. Something about the planetary alignment that is happening this month, as well as something about Cyrus. Okay, perhaps this is saying that this card or this energy pertains to everyone in general or something. Maybe something in the heavenly bodies, something in the astrology is making people go through that energy. Is it a time, if you're an astrologer, please do let us know. Is it a time where we face the lies we tell ourselves, or the lies that others, the things we believe about the lies that others have been telling us? Is this something going on astrologically? I don't know. The cards at least are showing something like that. Okay, let's pull out 1 tea leaf. So you've got dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. There's something about your relationship with others. In this pile, particularly with maybe a woman or someone with feminine energy, right? You've got the card, the Enneagram contract. It could be a soul contract that you have with someone, and it's time to break professional agreement or to realize long-term contract. It's time to learn from or achieve what the contract was meant to do. So you've got the Enneagram contract. You've got the Enneagram layoff. You see, it's time that you metaphorically speaking, lay off this person in terms of the job that they played, the role that they played in your life. Definitely something like that. Okay. And you've got securing. Perhaps it's time to secure what matters. You know what this metaphorically or like as an analogy, sorry, reminds me of? It reminds me of a kind and loving employer who has an employee that's not doing their job, wreaking havoc, ruining all of the work that the whole team is doing, and they can't get themselves to lay them off because they really feel for them. But if they don't, after having talked to them and discussed things with them and showed them the harms and properly trained them and everything, if they don't take that step, they're sooner or later going to be the cause of everyone not having a job. Because at the end of the day, if the business is being unfair to the customers who aren't going to come back and buy their product and are all going to feel like they are being cheated, then the whole business is going to close sooner or later. And so to protect just one person who doesn't want to do the right thing, you are in that case, or that employer in that case, is wreaking havoc or ruining everyone's life, not just one. So using that analogy, there's something about you are only so focused on not being bad or mean or not doing something in particular because maybe it's against your moral ethic, your ethical standards or something. We'll find out who this person is. I'm sure as you keep listening, it will click. But stay with me. This urgent message is here for a reason. Don't think of it as not resonating with you yet. Give it its time, and you will see what your spirit guides are trying to say. Because after all, it may not be a person. Feminine energy could be you receiving something. So let's take it bit by bit. In all cases, you're so focused on not doing one thing that you deem as wrong that may just be the right thing to do. Sometimes we deem harshness or what we think is harshness as the wrong thing. When setting boundaries, however, it's another way to look at it, is the right way to do things. So yeah, your reading is almost redirecting your attention towards something. How can you be so faithful to something that keeps lying to you, that keeps giving you promises that it never achieves? Right. So you've got the card Success. Love this for you. You've got Forest, Muddled, Unclear Thinking. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Woman again. Wow, dealings or relationship with a woman. This reading seems to be so focused on the energy of a woman, or at least feminine energy. Okay. You've got Cat, a two-faced friend. Okay, it's definitely talking about a person here because my mind was starting to think maybe this is talking about a particular thing that keeps promising that you will receive something, but you never do. But it seems to be insisting that it's a person. Okay? Horse, short journey. Horseshoe, good luck. There's a lot of good luck here for sure. Hat, you will be playing a different role. Wow, okay. And finally, you have rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. That's nice to see. All right, I think we really need your tarot cards, at least for me to gain perspective on what your reading is particularly talking about. Let's see. So what is your urgent message from your spirit guides, my dear pile number 2? Who is this person for pile number 2 as well? Right, so you've got the Knight of Swords. The Chariot. There's something about some very fast-moving energy. The Devil. Yeah. You know what I'm feeling with this Devil card? Why you're so confused with this particular person in your life that you have a contract with? It seems like this person was always good, was always loving. Perhaps if we look at the heads and the Devil here, maybe they changed, and the minds here could be due to either mental illness or due to the lies, brainwashing. That could be another thing. Brainwashing, lies, maybe a particular form, like some form of mental illness or something. And it's like the person is there, but are they? It's like they're a different person altogether now. That's part, it seems, of the contract with this person in your life. And your cards are insisting that this person seems to be a woman, or at least someone who identifies as a woman or has feminine energy, strong feminine energy. So it seems like this person has changed. Maybe they used to make you happy or you were happy together, but right now something got to their head, or they just believe some lies, maybe lies that they're telling themselves, who knows. But yeah, something like that here. And you've got the Ace of Cups telling you to, the healing is for you to rise above all of that. You don't have to drown with this person and with their actions and what they're doing. My God, it could even be a family member for some of you here, because a loving family is important to you, and you've got here what looks like a happy family, but then there's the Devil that got in between them. You know, this could be like a spouse for you, it could be a parent for you, it could be your children, it could be family. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, but it really could be. And you have a contract with them. It looks like these days with the planetary alignment, you really need to pay attention, because if you use this alignment wisely, you can get yourself out of so much confusion in such a short period of time. That's the luck that you can use. And very soon you'll cross the rainbow. You'll cross, I mean, the other side, metaphorically speaking. The rainbow in Norse mythology, it represents going to the Asgard, going to the heavens. And so it's like saying you're going to shift timelines, so much so that you will be putting all of this in the past. You'll be up top in the mountains. You'll be even playing a totally different role in such a short time, if you wrap up this contract in this amount of time. So what are you guided to do to finish this contract, wrap up this contract, where you can lay off this energy, and this person is free to go, not from your life, but free to go from this role that they agreed to play in your life, for you to heal something or realize something. So you're meant to act quickly during this time. If you're watching this reading now, the planetary alignment is until the end of August. If you're watching this later, I would tell you to ask an astrologer, or maybe you're an astrologer. There's something about how the heavenly bodies are playing a huge role in your chart at the moment, having a huge effect for you to end this contract. So you're meant to act quickly. Knight of Swords, the Chariot. Moving quickly, is the way to go. This is no time to say to yourself things like, oh, I will apply this advice next week. I'll do something about it later when I have time. The reading is emphasizing that you want to make use of every minute during this time. The thing that you are guided to do is, with the Devil and the Ace of Cups, not get yourself stuck with the same lies they are stuck in, because this means that you will continue to remain with them, even if you are okay in this area. I mean to say, we all have something to deal with, right? Even if you don't have to deal with the very thing that they're dealing with, if you keep believing their lies, their promises, or whatever this is, we'll clarify what this is, then you're just keeping yourself stuck in their reality when it's not yours. It's time for you to move on from this reality. You only have one thing to go to succeed and move on. And the reading is saying you want to disconnect yourself from the lies, whether it's the lies that they are telling you or the lies that you could be telling yourself, which I would bet that's the case. Usually that's what tarot wants to teach us, going internally. Whether it's someone telling you these lies or not, believing them and repeating them to yourselves is the point. So are they lies that you're telling yourself, or are they lies that you are believing and repeating to yourself is the question. And you are guided to not dwell emotionally through it all, through everything that's going on. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel infuriated, angry. It's okay, let it out of your system, but you're meant to not be trapped as a victim. You're not a victim. You can take yourself out of this. You absolutely have the power to take yourself out of this. What's actually pulling you down are your emotions, with all of this tumultuous water rising. And although they're high, you are much stronger. And as your card is showing you, you can take yourself out of this timeline from one box to another, metaphorically speaking, if you rise above your emotions. And that means don't dwell in your emotions. Don't say things to yourself like, for example, oh, our memories were so beautiful. Or if they would just do this one thing, it would all be okay. Why can't they see this one thing? Oh, if I could just heal them, everything will be okay. Or if they would just believe me, if this, if that. You want to liberate yourself, because all of these ifs are tying you down. You want to let them be. To love someone is to love someone unconditionally and allow them to go through their own healing process. Sometimes we feel like it's in our hands to heal people. And believe me, I've fallen into this when I was healing my dog. May he rest in peace. You won't believe that I felt so guilty about everything they went through, feeling like I could have done something. I always felt I could have comforted them. Maybe I made a mistake. There's something I could have done. I would call the doctors. I would do this, and if they're not okay, I would feel so bad. Like there's something I didn't do. You won't believe that up until my dog's death, I felt my heart would squeak for the next 5 days, going, how did I let them? How did I let them? What did I do wrong? I would blame myself about everything. Like the idea that this happened to them hurts my heart. How can this happen to them when it's something that we're all gonna go through? And it's what my mom reminded me of. She said, Reem, stop being so hard on yourself. You really did everything. You went overboard, and you can't punish yourself and guilt yourself in this way. How do you logically think that you could prevent death when we've done everything? And so this is just an example to show you that we can sometimes, without realizing, think we can fix something, and if we don't fix it, we're doing something wrong. That's the idea of the devil card. And so you want to accept whoever this person that is dear to you, accept their healing journey here. Accept that they're not taking advice. In fact, you know something? They say that if you get too involved in someone's karma by trying to interfere and not allowing them to go through it and learn from it, then you get entrapped into a karma that's not your own. And this is not helping you or anyone. And so the right thing to do is acceptance, is to do your best, of course. But internally, you want to choose to be in peace and allow others to have the choice. The most important thing about every living being and every soul, in fact, is that they have a choice. And so you can't push someone to make a particular choice. If they want to be stuck because these are their current ideas, you want to let them be. Ultimately, things go back into balance. That's the nature of everything. And you want to allow them to go through their own journey. Think of the many things that you weren't convinced of at all before that you're now convinced of. If everyone told you about it back then, you wouldn't be convinced. It just takes a journey for us to see, like really, not just see with our eyes, to see with our third eye, to grasp something. So yeah, this is saying it's time to let go your attachment, that things have to be a particular way with someone, with feminine energy in general. Maybe it's not about one woman in your life. Maybe it's about women, like women in your life. Maybe it's a thing with women. Maybe it's a thing with one woman. Maybe it's a thing with two women. I don't know. But it's time to say to yourself, I allow them to be who they choose to be. I will send them love, unconditional love. I will love them unconditionally from afar, even if I do not like what they are doing at all, knowing that they are going through their own healing journey. And that's the best way to go, because once they grasp, that's when true change happens. And because I love myself unconditionally, or to love yourself unconditionally, you are guided to rise above these emotions and not suffer through them. Not to suffer through them. You're allowed to feel them, but not fall victim into thinking about them. There's a difference between feeling an emotion, which has to happen. You don't want to block them in. But the other thing is fueling them with thoughts. Like, you can feel sad about something in your life. You can just sit with this sadness without thought. Be in the present moment. Be with the sadness so that it can heal and release. But the wrong way to go about it, or the way that would not help in healing, is to think about it like, yeah, that was bad, labeling them. Or, oh yeah, remember when this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then you're further fueling this feeling. Or when you're angry, fueling this anger with more thoughts. And so here, you want to sit with your feelings, but not think about them, not be entrapped by them, so that you can rise above them. This is massive healing going on here. That's why it's an urgent message. It's almost with the jam and the cupcake. It's almost like you could be addicted to these feelings now without realizing. Addicted to your sadness about this person. Addicted to wanting this person to be maybe a specific way, or addicted to feeling bad about how things used to be versus how they are now. You just want to accept. And just like sugar, just like I said in pile number 1 in their different reading, that when you cut off sugar for a while, the cravings go away and you no longer crave them nearly at all. At all. And so here is allowing yourself to sit with the feelings and not being stuck, playing the same thoughts, the devil's limiting beliefs, same thoughts, just allowing your emotions to flow, you will heal and then find out, oh, I accept this person for who they are and I'm not suffering anymore. This is so important with the rainbow here crossing to the other side. This is so important because this is not just healing your connection with this person. This is healing a karma. This is what the contract here was for. So you can rise above this pain and being stuck as a soul towards this form of karma being played out in one lifetime after the other. It's time to release this and look at what's important. As you're so focused on this, you may be forgetting that you can build healthier connections with others, forgetting that you can heal and be a strong light for others. Maybe you can build a better family, and emotionally secure, loving family. That doesn't mean you're abandoning this one or this person. It just means that you can be part of something that aligns with your new frequency that you're looking for. You can come out of this muddled energy that's been there for lifetimes in a short span of time. This planetary alignment seems to be very important for you and can help you cross the bridge, cross the other side, and not release this karma and integrate, because two faces means there's a shadow here that you can integrate. Two personalities playing differently. Part of you believes in something, a part of you believes in something else. It's time to unite, and that means unconditionally loving them, accepting them for what they're going through, but not suffering through it. It could also be like a mother wound. It could be, what is it called? A romantic wound, partner, like a twin flame wound. It could be anything here. Or wound with your children. We can go on. I think we already discussed this. But the awesome thing here, as you rise above this, these days, in the next 2 weeks, you shift timelines. It's so clear here. You shift timelines. You will be, by that time, starting to realize that your whole world is changing. And you starting to secure something much bigger that you never thought. It's safer. See, secure and safe comes up here in your reading. Maybe you're not feeling safe, or maybe you own safety in your soul. That's something that no one can take from you. And a huge luck happens in your life. It shows you that you will be playing a different role if you do this successfully, which you will, I'm sure. So what is this role and good luck that you will be playing and that will be happening in your life? My dear pile number 2 that your reading is showing. I feel this one too. Oh, and this one. Okay. So you've got 8 of Pentacles. It looks like it's something pertaining to your work, or a factory means you will be able to do things automatically. But yeah, for most of you, it seems like it's in your work or something important in your life just working automatically for you, giving you the best results with the least effort. Oh, there goes the happy family. Yeah, you see that? In fact, I'm just going to keep it here. And that's what your cards have been alluding to from the very beginning, the security, the happy family. You could be right now stuck in a karma where relationships in general, you don't understand why are they playing out in this hellish way, in this sad way, only for this part of your life to completely change. And you realize in 2 weeks, you start realizing that this energy is shifting in this new timeline, where your connections with others are the opposite. They're so beautiful. That's a shift in timeline. There's something, like we said, about your work. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like the cards are speaking individually here, unless they give a complete message later. Something about your work, having good luck in your work, having good luck in your connections. The Magician. You will jump up high. Your whole world will elevate, because this is like going so high in the sky to the moon. You know that saying, shoot for the moon so that if you miss, you reach the stars or something? Anyways, there's something about how high you go, and particularly going to another place that you never thought you would go, Chariot. It's gonna feel like magic when you go to this place. But you're going to this place while taking with you the magic and the skills that you've learned from your life, making you enjoy this new place in a way that others maybe can't. So I would definitely say with the rocket here, you're going places, my dear pile number 2. Metaphorically and literally. And these places that you're going to, you will be glad that you went through all of these things, because the skills you've learned from everything you've gone through will play a huge role in how either you contribute to this place, or how you enjoy this place, or how you're able to benefit from this place and explore this new place. You're going places for sure. Places that you used to be afraid of are gonna open their doors wide to you. These places with the 9 of Cups are places that you dreamed of, that you would only dream of before, you wished for. Maybe it was either impossible or too scary to even think about it. Now the doors are wide open, inviting you in. Maybe these places, in fact, were scary or were corrupted. Now you are, as you shift timelines, these places become or start to function in the way that you want it. You know, things do change all the time, for better or for worse. And so there's something about that here. Dreams that you have will start in September, if you're watching this later in the next month, after 2 weeks, opening their doors to you easily. And finally, there goes your Knight of Cups. Oh, you start journeying in the direction where your heart desires in this new timeline. Because before, you could have been in a timeline where you just had to deal with the cards you were dealt with, play with the cards you were dealt with. In this new timeline, it's so clear that you will be only pursuing the things that you want. You know how when you hear people saying, I only do what resonates with my heart. I don't do jobs that don't resonate with me. I don't talk to people that don't resonate with me. I don't live in places that don't resonate with me, and so on. And it seems like in your new timeline, you've succeeded. That's the old and old bicycle. The old gave you the power to be able to, in fact, only move in the direction of your heart and what excites you and what you want to do, where you want to live, who you talk to, what you do in your life, and even the activities that you want to do. You will have the capability. It starts now of you moving only towards the things that you want. You will have the means, you will have the connections, you will have the boldness, you will have the capabilities to be able to do that. And this is why this is such an urgent message, my dear pile number 2, that was meant to reach you right now, telling you make use of these heavenly bodies right now, the energy. Because it may seem crazy for you to think that everything can work out in your favor, but that's because this is not the reality of the timeline that you're in. And once you move into this new timeline, it will only make sense that you might even look back and think, why didn't I move in the direction that I wanted? Because it becomes your new reality. It becomes your new common sense. It becomes, the energy allows it to be so real. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your message. Make use of the energies around you. It's like magic. It will bring you great luck. And just release yourself from the karmic ties. You know, say within yourself, everyone is allowed to do what they want to do. Give unconditional love to everyone. Set boundaries, of course, but don't keep being stuck. Why do they do that? Why don't they understand that? Oh, I hate them, or I hate this. Let go of all of that. Feel it, of course. Once you find yourself feeling these things, feel it, but don't give it thought. And you will rise above it into a new timeline because of the potency of the energy right now that allows you in a short journey or in a short span of time getting out of this muddled karma once and for all, only for you to see that you will be playing a different role in so many ways, maybe in every way, in a matter of 2 weeks. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your urgent message. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your urgent message from your spirit guides. These are the decks that I'll be using. As always, if you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue agate. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aquarius, as well as Libra. Ooh, look at that. Welcome to your reading. We have a section here too. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their pals as well. All righty, righty. Let's see how many tea leaves you have. So 2, 4, 6, and 8, about the same average amount of tea leaves we usually get. But let's take a look at your oracle cards first to see what this urgent message is and why is it urgent. Okay, so you've got the Enneagram high price, and it's under the category of money. And the other keywords are very good salary, ooh, overpriced, expensive, high value, overestimated, as well as excellent income. So let's see how this fits into the context of your reading. Loving the energy already, but I'm going to be patient to see what it's trying to say. And you've got comedian. Okay. If you are like a stand-up comedian, a stand-up comedian, yeah, I think that's what it's into stand-up comedy. Maybe you are an actor or an actress in the category. I know, very specific, but I just like to point it out. In the and you do in the genre of comedy. If that is you, you will soon be paid a high price for your services. Just wanted to put it out there because I saw it. Right. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got all in the golden afternoon. And this is an Alice deck, and the keywords are inspiration, creative spark, imagination, as well as conception. Ooh, okay, this is giving powerful energy. I'm starting to pick up, but let's see. What about we take a look at the green ones first? Always love these. Career. Okay, so that confirms what I had in mind. And success. I love this for you. Okay. And what else do we have? Mountain. Major challenge to overcome. All in the golden afternoon. And you've got Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. Ink pot. Problems to be resolved. Dragon. Beware of self-delusion. Stupidity and delusion. How interesting. What? We'll see what this is trying to say. And you've got frying pan trouble, accusations. And you've got wall, misunderstanding. Is there something going on between you and someone here? Because someone's acting stupidly, someone is self-delusional, you know, accusations, misunderstandings. They're all in the same context here. I guess we have to wait to see the rest of your cards and what they're trying to show you, my dear pile number 3. Perhaps this is why this is urgent. Let's see. Right, let's take these as well as these. And this one moved, so I'm going to take that one. Let's start with this section right there. So you've got the Page of Wands. I see a win here, right? And a powerful win, a powerful new beginning because of the way the flag is being placed. So when you win over, like when you win in battle, you put the flag. When you win over a new territory, when you arrive somewhere, you put the flag. That's where I'm getting this impression from, especially that we're seeing, maybe you're going through some sort of accusations. Maybe you're dealing at the moment with someone who's using their power in, let's say, a stupid way, and it looks like you're going to win. Right, let's see how it all fits together. You've got the, yeah. If you're not understanding yet what this is, I would say be patient, stick around. The cards do come together and they show you, and then you get your aha moment. So you've got the 5 of Wands in the background of the 5 of Swords. This is a lot of head-to-head, a lot of bullying, a lot of fighting back as well. So yeah, that's definitely in the energy here. You've got the 7 of Pentacles in the background of the 7 of Swords. Someone has been, in fact, or will be maybe, trying to take something from you, steal something from you. That's the background of the 7 of Swords. And they're acting so stupid, and it looks like your reading is saying how you're going to win over them. And you're going to be, with the 7 of Pentacles, this particular 7 of Pentacles, in one smart, swift move. Although you've been patient, although this has been going on for quite some while, for quite some time, you will be getting a lot of money or win back, right? And whatever this is. So I'm starting to feel like your reading is talking about something that you're already going through. I would say if you're not going through this, I'm starting to feel like if you're not going through something like that now, it may not be your reading. I would say that happens. You know, choose another pile. But yeah, it seems like something here. Someone's been talking about you with Inkpot, talking about you, writing even about you. That I'm so sorry if that's happening to you. Or it could be talking about how they are trying to taint your reputation through the things they say and they write and what they write. Yeah, if it looks like very soon, it may be in your career even. If this is going on, my heart's with you. I'm so sorry about that. In your career, they will be paying a high price. It may feel to them like it's overpriced. It was a big mistake to lie or to act in this stupid way. They will regret it. That's what I'm seeing here. Perhaps this is an urgent message telling you to smile with the comedian smile. Don't take it so much to heart. You will very soon be laughing at the situation, not at them, but laughing at the stupidity that has happened, and you will have a wall, a strong wall up, so wide and large, just like the wall of China, metaphorically speaking. that will always protect you from the actions of this person. They won't be able to retaliate, fight back, hit back. Maybe this is like legal walls, technology protecting you, whatever this is. Like maybe in your career, this is a wall reminds me of spam, or what are they called? Hackers. You're going to be protected. Right. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles. I heard in my mind, right now, this is a time of winning. So I don't know what this means for you, but I just heard that. And you win. Wow. You've got the Seven of Cups in the background of the Seven of Wands. And we still have one more card. I'm going to place it here. And can you see our other cards? Yep. Let's get straight into it. Yeah, I feel like we totally understand what's going on. How about we check the Golden Afternoon? It is, after all, the first card in the Alice deck. So let's see the perspective. I'm just very curious. Anon. To sudden silence one. In fancy they pursue. The dream child moving through a land of wonders wild and new. Hold on. Anon means shortly, soon. So that's really nice. This is happening soon. To sudden silence one. I'm telling you, you're going to win over something here. Is someone messing up something in your career? They're going to pay a high price here. So it says, in ancient times, we did not think an individual was responsible for their creativity. More so, a person blessed with creative genius, a divine spark, or a brilliant idea was thought to have been visited by a muse, genie, or other spirit that could inspire someone with ideas that were longing to be born in the world. It's like you're a vessel that channels in your work brilliant ideas, it seems. You seem to be a very brilliant person here, because most of you, I'm sure, are not comedians, but although comedy seems to be easy as we watch it, it's very hard. The timing, the talent, the brilliant ideas that would tickle your mind for you to laugh in the first place. Definitely one of the most challenging genres. And it takes a lot of talent and understanding to be able to do it. And yeah, it's, in my opinion, the most entertaining. So yeah, you seem to me like, in your work, a brilliant person, and you are a vessel for channeling. Maybe you're a writer. In any case, you're a vessel for great ideas to come out of you. Like Spirit is using you for something brilliant here in your work. Right. So visited by a muse. Where is that part? A genie or other spirit that could inspire someone with ideas that were longing to be born in the world. At which portrays, at the very beginning of the tale of Alice, there is a poem, a preface, which portrays the moment the author was begged to create a story. This card represents the time immediately before Alice's existence. Oh, there is no rabbit hole, no Cheshire cat, no Mad Hatter, no Queen of Hearts. There is only the urge to tell a story. So it is with you at this moment. A spark of inspiration is about, yeah, we did read. Where did we read about a spark being born or something? I'm sure. Oh yeah, the creative spark, this very same card. Okay. So it is with you at this moment. A spark of inspiration is about to descend upon you. How awesome. A wondrous tale is asking to be told through you. This surge of imagination can take many forms. So we're getting two messages. I'll leave this in case you want to read the rest. You can take a screenshot. But I'm getting a very strong message here. So two urgent messages are happening here. First is that you will win over someone in your work who is acting stupidly. We did talk about that, and how they will be paying a high price that you will be benefiting from that stupidity. That's the first urgent message. Another urgent message is, as you can see here, something being born in your career that will create so much success for you. I feel like a current idea is brimming within you that is there to create so much success in your life. Spirit is showing you that something is already brewing in your mind. It is just like this Ace of Pentacles, an idea falling down in your hands for you to create. It's like for you to write, to create, to do. Because Spirit knows here that you are the right vessel for this idea to be created. And so there's also a message about huge money, a surge of money coming in because of this idea, and you're being asked to create it. You're being asked to honor this idea because it will make you win high in life. It's your choice here with the Seven of Cups. You've got many choices in front of you, it seems, and there's a dragon one here. Perhaps the dragon is trying to say, don't be delusional in the most respectful way of thinking that this idea will come into life if you just like drop it and procrastinate on it. Perhaps that's what beware of self-delusion is in the dragon here. But you're being asked to, if you want to pursue this idea that's brewing in your mind, to take action because it will be your biggest win. You've got many options, it seems, with the Seven of Cups. You don't have to do that. But if you choose to be the vessel for that, it will give you so many things in life that you don't see yet. It's your biggest win, it seems, out of all the options. And it seems to me that you're challenged to do it, actually, with the background of the Seven of Wands. Maybe you have a lot of challenges in front of you, but the way you're standing here on a very high plateau shows me that Spirit is telling you that despite these challenges, you are so high up, you are so equipped, you've got a lot of advantages and resources and many things in your hand that will allow you to easily overcome these challenges that you are facing. So yeah, the urgent message here is don't waste time, act on this. And here's the thing, you're at the moment a vessel for something because you really feel it in your heart, you're excited about it, you're the right vessel. But if you do drop it and you don't do anything, this is going to be born anyway, whether through you or through someone else, but you are the best vessel to bring it into the world. You do it in the most, with comedian, I want to say, entertaining way, enjoyable way, the best way, the most light way. Okay. Problems to be resolved also shows, yes, there are things that you have to resolve, but don't be, I don't want to use the word, don't fool yourself, and don't be unfair to your future, because you can overcome these challenges. Problems to be resolved, major challenges to overcome, you can totally overcome them, and it's going to lead to something big. You've got the Strength card and the Justice card. So it looks like if you do go follow suit with it, you will sign a very powerful contract. Or maybe for some of you, you will have powerful shares. It depends on what this is really for you. You will sign a powerful contract. You will be a powerful owner of something. You will have powerful shares. Something powerful legally here is going to happen for you. Let's explore what this is going to be. We've got 4 cards to show us that. First of all, I mean, this shows a lot. You are going to be painfully wealthy. You see, that's the Ten of Swords, which talks about pain. But the way the symbolism here is really shows something around how wealthy you're going to be. And it shows that it's not just your regular amount of being a rich person. Here, this is like painfully wealthy in the best way, not in a bad way. Like, you're going to be so wealthy that maybe there's pain taking care of this wealth. Yeah, I would say be kind to the people around you or do kind things with this money. But it's gonna feel overwhelming the way you're gonna be wealthy. from this idea that's being channeled through you right now. You've got the Emperor. There's a, do you see an empty seat in the Emperor card? It's like move with the symbols from the chariot. It's like move. There's a big place waiting for you. Do you see that? It's mind-blowing. There's huge success waiting for you. Move. And yeah, if you move, which is the background, the Six of Swords, if you do move, albeit slowly, you don't have to rush. This is the Six of Wands. You'll be moving towards your victory every single day. It's your time to move. This is, it's like just what we read with Alice. It's that spirit giving you this idea. It's meant to win. Don't even doubt it. Don't think it's going to happen on its own either, just because you channeled this idea. Sometimes we tend to feel like if we got something from spirit, then we're just going to keep it. It's really all about choices, and you get to keep it. You don't have to be afraid that you're going to lose it, but you also have to balance that with doing your best to keep it. You see, so it's just like health. You don't have to worry about having bad health, but you also have to take steps, the right steps, to do your best to keep your health. That sort of balance. So yeah, it's saying it was given to you, but you still have to, this still means, since you're the best vessel, that you have to take the right actions, even if you take it slowly. And look at that, the Strength card here, it's Strength figure here again. It shows that you will love your creation. You will love working in this position. You will really enjoy this, and it will put you in a very powerful place. Emperor, Strength card, Strength figure, and the Justice card. You will be in a very powerful position that you will absolutely love. Okay, so since that is the case, I want to pull out cards and ask, what are you guided to do these days exactly, since this is your urgent message? Like, what steps are you guided to start taking and to move slowly towards? The Hermit, and you've got the Charity, the movement. We were just asking about the movement. First of all, it looks like you are feeling on your own right now. Maybe that's something you're concerned about, like you're alone. And there are a lot of pain points when it comes to this idea. And so you're first guided to handle pain point by pain point through the initial steps that you take, because the more you handle each pain point, the faster you start moving, because it is these pain points that are slowing your movement down. And so perhaps it is the thing that is killing the spark. Killing the spark for you. And so the best way to handle that, it seems, is that you want to focus on the pain points first, because these will allow you to first move. You want to ask yourself questions like, what is really stopping me? What am I concerned about the most? What do I need to prepare or organize for this to happen? What sort of information is missing that I need in order to be able to work on the tasks needed that are halting me from the whole thing? You want to ask yourself questions like that. You want to ask yourself, what is actually stopping me? And then perhaps you think, oh, I don't know how to work with this program, so I keep procrastinating. Then it's time for you to watch a YouTube video on how to work on this program. Maybe you've got someone that can help you. Maybe you can start asking questions, or maybe you can pay an expert to do this one particular step so you can continue. It depends on your situation. And so ask yourself, what is stopping me? And start thinking about how to get the information, or what you need to organize, or what you need to initially do in order to overcome these pain points, is exactly what I'm seeing in your reading. They're saying move, move, move. We keep getting chariot symbolism in your cards. Move. You're going to win in both things, this person and this new idea. Whoa. You've got the Judgment card. This, you became aware of an idea. And since we're talking about what you're guided to do, you became so aware about an idea. But the clouds here and the devil represent the mind, the limiting beliefs. What's halting this whole situation, in case you don't know, because that could go under the radar, what is actually standing in your way, one of your biggest pain points, is your limiting beliefs. Perhaps you have thoughts like, can I really do this? Maybe you're so afraid to fail that you're not starting. Maybe you think it's not going to work out for you. There's a limiting idea that is actually preventing you from taking the step. What is this limiting idea? This one moved. You're so closed-minded about something. Because if we divide this card the way it's divided, 3 and 1, 3 of Wands is something that has to jumpstart, which is not jumpstarting, because you're so closed off from taking this creative idea. This is the background of the 4 of Cups, which is a card of surprise or not expecting that the best will happen for you. I think this is your limiting belief. Somewhere inside your mind, you have this limited idea that the universe won't help you, that you're not going to win this, that it's not going to work out for you. And here, right then and there, your guides are saying, this is a limiting idea. This is not true. We gave you this idea for a reason. This is a winning idea. This is going to happen for you. And so you're guided here to eliminate the biggest monster in all of these arrows, and that is your judgment towards this idea that you were awoken to, that you will be stuck, that you're not going to make it, and it's absolutely untrue. What else are you guided to do? Like, you want to become aware of this limiting belief so that when it arises, and whenever it arises, you're like, I got you. You're one of the things standing in my way. We're going to move past that. So you can do it proactively. You can become conscious of it. And you've got the 4 of Pentacles. Perhaps you've got financial worries. Maybe you can have partners, or sometimes this could be talking about the Pareto principle. Maybe you're thinking, I have to pay a lot, when really with the 80-20 rule, if paying 20% in the right area gives you 80% of the results. So you just want to reassess where you want to put your money. You don't have to have everything perfect and everything right. If you plan it correctly, you won't have to put so many resources. And everyone listening here has a valuable resource that they're afraid of wasting. Some of you, it's your precious time. Some of you, it's actually paying money. Some of you, it's the connections that you have that you don't want to use for what you believe may be a losing project. Whatever this is, it is kind of saying it's not about the amount of time, money, connections, whatever this is. It's about the way you intelligently use it. So here, this is guiding you to take the shortest path, the least resistant path, the smart path. It doesn't always have to be a lot of hard work, a lot of money, a lot of that. It's just thinking how to do things intelligently is what I'm seeing as your guidance. And before we check out that last card that's been there as your final message, in this urgent message, let's continue with your guidance. We've got 3 more cards. Okay. So when it comes to your guidance, what else? You've got the 5 of Cups in the background of the 5 of Pentacles. The 5s are not easy cards, depending on how we deal with the situation. So the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, they talk about lack. They talk about disappointment. They talk about spilt milk, but not being able to see the benefits of what's happening in your life at the moment with the 5 of Cups. They talk about lack mentality. sometimes you don't lack anything. It's just the lack mindset that makes you think this way and perceive it to be this way. But there's always something to balance it out. Like the Five of Cups teaches us, as we're crying over spilt milk, there are advantages that we don't see and won't be able to see until we stop focusing on the spilt milk. The Five of Pentacles, just like the figures here, show, yes, maybe there's lack, but there is support. Sometimes we can carry each other, right? So both cards show the idea of feeling sad, feeling a lack of something, but they both have the same type of reminder that there's always something that can help us out greatly in the situation that we're in. And so long as we're focused on the lack or the loss, we won't be able to appreciate, lean on, and make use of the advantage in the situation. And so here, your reading is showing you, yes, you might be lacking some things. And you might be sad about some losses that perhaps happened in the past. I don't know the exact story. But what I do know is that one of the things that are hurting you at the moment, hurting your movement, is you not being able to see that you also, at the same time, have a lot of advantages by your side in your repertoire that you can use to your favor. So imagine this, someone who's very sad because they written a lot of books, all of them failed, and they're crying over the failed books that they worked so hard in. But what they're not seeing at the same time is, as they were writing these books, there are a few audiences or people that read the book that absolutely believe in you now, and you can use these people as the people who vouch for. They can pass on to their loved ones, and think of the amount of businesses, books, and successful projects that just worked out simply by word of mouth. We forget that it's the most powerful tool. We believe each other. I mean, we feel like businesses could lie to us to sell, but when we tell each other, hey, this was really good, none of us really want to lie most of the time about it, right? And so word of mouth in that case is a very powerful tool that this person can use. So that's just a quick example. I'm just trying to show you here that your card is saying, yes, you could be lacking some things. Yes, you could have lost many things, but don't forget that there are always things by your side. And this is perhaps something you will always want to remember. In any situation, there's the yin, there's the yang. There's always something to your benefit in this situation. Right, so your last two guiding cards before we finish your urgent message with this card are the Seven of Swords. There's something about, yes, there are many other people that can do this project, but there's no one like you. This is the Arthur's sword, King Arthur's sword. So it's also in the background of the Seven of Cups, the wild imagination. You've got this wild idea, it seems. You channeled something, and here Spirit is telling you, you are the best one with the best circumstances, believe it or not, that can bring this to life. Finally, Three of Pentacles. You don't have to do this on your own. At some point, you may have a team that will help you out. Maybe you are starting a project. These could be talking about, what is it called? Capital, seed capital, or investors. I don't know. Maybe these are your people who are going to read what you're writing. I don't know. But it does show you that you don't have to go through this alone. Maybe you're going to begin it alone, but somewhere on your path, you will have a lot of people who can make this easily happen. But it has to start with you, my dear pile number 3. And finally, your last message. Page of Cups. You are at the point of your life, a crossroad, and you're moving from one world to another right now as we speak. The way you shape it and transform it is up to you, but you are moving from one world to the other. How great it can get is up to you. And so alchemize it with the Temperance Angel. Alchemize it, make the best out of this time. It's full of magic. It's full of inspiration around you with the Page of Cups. Use that. to enlighten your path ahead. You've been enlightened with an idea, enlighten your path with it. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading.